Back from the dead.
Welcome to the party, pal. You're from the Neighborhood Master Chaos, back with you once again. Wow, what a whirlwind day this has been. I can sit down and relax now, enjoy a little pumpkin spice latte, and talk movies with you. Thank you for joining me for this live review. If you're watching the playback, thank you for watching the playback. I hope you're well. Let me check in with the chat real quicky dicky, and we'll get into the reviews. Tom is in the house. How you doing, Tom? Welcome. Jim is in the house. Partay. Paul, toga party? It's up to you. Clothing is optional. You're watching this at home, so you don't need to tell me that you're naked, but you can be if you want to be. That's completely up to you. Okay, let me set some things aside here. This was just initially going to be just a partner labels, excuse me, partner labels, and the VSA. But I said, you know, I'm trying to not make this Vinegar Syndrome exclusive channel, which it hasn't been, but I feel like a lot of my reviews have been Vinegar Syndrome centric recently. So, and because I was delayed because of family duties that I had to reschedule things, I decided to add 7 movies, physical media discs to the review. So I'm going to start with those. This was going to be a separate video, but I said, let me just include this here because I want to get this out to you as fast as possible. As per my agreement with Mill Creek, they've sent me screeners. So I want to get my reviews out to you guys about their stuff ASAP before we continue with the other stuff that I've purchased that I have, you know, opinions about. Vince is in the house. How you doing, Vince? Welcome. Okay. I've got 3 titles that Mill Creek, wow, this is, there you go, glare. 3 titles that Mill Creek has sent me, graciously sent me for review to tell you guys about, to let you know that they're available and you can buy them if you'd like. So disc number 1, let's get right into it. This is a 2-pack, The Watcher and The Skeleton Key. Now, I don't know how Mill Creek works. I don't know what their deals are with these companies, but they always seem to put these forgotten movies, you know, on these 2-packs. I mean, they've got Toy Soldiers with November or December. I forget the name of that movie. I've never even heard of that one. Toy Soldiers is a good movie. Here, with this 2-pack, you sort of have the same thing. One good movie and one not so good movie that nobody really remembers. I don't know. I don't know if anybody in the chat can guess which one of these 2 I consider a good movie. Let me show you the inside while chat comes in with their votes. It's plain. The disc is, you know, perfunctory. It's not a fancy disc. Nothing in there. No reversible or anything. No artwork on the inside. 0 special features. Both movies, I want to say, are from the same damn year, but I might be mistaken on that. 2000 and 2005. So let me see. Asian movie enthusiasts in the house. Skeleton Key was good. Jim says Watcher, and Paul says Skeleton Key. Another vote for The Watcher. Well, the winner, chicken dinner, is Skeleton Key. That was the really, really good one. Surprisingly good. It was one of those movies where you know, going in expecting it to be garbage. It did not need to be that good, but it was. It was a very, very good movie. It's a very good twist. I'm not going to give it away here. Don't worry. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie. It's worth a watch, and I highly recommend you grab that one. The Watcher's a piece of shit. I mean, I'm just going to say it how it is. I'm not going to tiptoe around it. It's not a good movie. Badly directed. As much as I love Keanu Reeves, he's so out of place as a serial killer. Marissa Tomei is okay, but it's one of the worst serial killer movies ever made. And it's a shame because I think some people would see the Watcher and be like, "Oh, I'm not going to grab that." But it's worth it for Skeleton Key. It's a good movie. I believe this is like $9. I might be mistaken on that, but Skeleton Key is amazing. I do recommend that. I see the chat. Oh, Merlin in the house. Skeleton Key all the way. There you go. Bullet Blake in the house. Hey, man. What's up? And Robbie says, what's up, everybody? Here for one of these late night streams. Yeah, late night only because rescheduling had to happen. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everybody's here. Next, another Mill Creek oddity. We'll go with oddity. I'm not sure why they picked this, but they did. Let me make sure there's no glare on that. For richer or poorer, Tim Allen and Kirstie. It's Kirstie, right? Yeah, Kirstie Alley. What a strange combination of actors. I wonder. Tim Allen, he was breaking out of Home Improvement. He was making, he was making the movies, the Santa Claus, all this stuff, and it was like, okay, Tim, we want you to, we're gonna make sort of this Amish type comedy. Who's gonna be your wife? I wonder how many names they went through to land on Kirstie Alley. This is not knocking Kirstie. I think she's great on Cheers, but what a strange choice for a couple. Very strange. Here's the back. The glare's killer, but I'm trying to show you that a little bit. It is a Amish comedy, essentially. There's the inside. No special features. It is, it's hard to describe. It's hard to describe. If you like this movie or not. Let's put it that way. For richer or poor, if you like this movie or not. If you can see on the cover, go, I'm going to have a good time with that. It's fine. It's very much a diverting little, was it 90s something? It's not 2000s. Hold on one second. I'll check the year of that. 97. Okay, so it's a nice diverting little 90s comedy. Nothing too amazing about it. Nothing too memorable about it. As a matter of fact, I forgot this movie even fucking existed. But Mill Creek didn't, and it's available for you now. If this is something you've been wanting to watch, now's the time to get it because I don't think anyone else is going to put it out on Blu-ray. And it looks good. I mean, it looks really nice. It looks nice and clean, as you would expect from Blu-ray. Does it get a recommendation from me? It doesn't. But like if you were between this and Skin Deep, get Skin Deep. This one's kind of, it feels like a throwaway to me, to be honest. Hopefully I didn't lose my my Mill Creek screeners over that. But I'll be honest, you're better off getting some other stuff. Let me check in with everybody. Catch All Media in the house. What is up? Let's see. Bullet Blake says, I remember really enjoying Skeleton Key when it first came out. Upon revisiting it several years ago, it was far less impressive. That always happens with rewatches, unfortunately. That might be it. Paul, I think you cracked it. Eternal in the house. What's up, man? Kirstie Alley, look who's casting. Oh, well, look who's acting, I should say. Now that's a fucking... Oh, my God. Look who's talking movies. Those need Blu-rays. What the hell? Where are they? They're probably on Blu-ray. I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised if Vinegar Syndrome or Seven released a giant edition of it. That'd be amazing. Okay, next. Last but certainly not least, from Mill Creek is Gridman, the Hyper Agent. I'll be honest. I haven't had a chance to actually crack this one open and take a look at it. But it looks like a lot of fun. I'm a big fan of the Ultraman stuff. This looks, from what I could see from Aaron's review, Aaron Pinn, Mr. Cult of Cinema, my buddy, it seems like it's more kid-oriented, which is fine, but I'm going to find some time to watch this with the kiddos. And maybe Little Master will get a kick out of it. Look at that. That looks like a toy. This picture looks like a toy. Is that a toy? No. I don't know if that's from the show or not. This is a multi-disc set, which is pretty sweet. And they come like this, the Mill Creek style, which is fine. I'm okay with it as long as they stay in the spindles. It doesn't bother me at all. And then a booklet, which I'll flip through the booklet for you. Gridman. I don't know if there's any connection at all to Ultraman, but I guess it's in the same ballpark. Look at that. You got episode guide. And then I love when they do this. This is all the monsters, right? Yeah, all the kaijus. Oh, that's awesome, man. And it is 39 episodes. 39 episodes, and it looks like it's the complete because it, as the last episode here says, goodbye, Gridman. So I guess this is it. This is, doesn't say the complete. Oh, yeah, the complete series. Complete series of Gridman. It comes in a slipcase. 39 episodes. If you like the Ultraman stuff, then you're probably going to be grabbing this too. I don't know quality-wise if it's any better, or if it, is it Ultraman or is it more Power Rangers? I unfortunately can't tell you, to be honest. I have not had a chance to crack this open, but I'm excited to watch with the kiddos. And down the line, I will give you a more informed review about what the hell I'm talking about, because I'll know a little bit more about that. Let's put everything over here. All right, now let's get into the live reviews of the stuff that I've been wanting to do videos on for a while, but I haven't had a chance to. I've got Dark Force. Is that Dark Force? I've got Dark Force, Kino Lorber, MVD, and then a VSA, Agfa. We got some goodies. Okay. Oh man, pumpkin spice. Video store wants to be buried in a 6-disc set. Okay, good for you, man. Let's talk Dynasty. This is from Kino Lorber. Now I love kung fu movies. I think I'm gonna stop buying kung fu movies though, because they're becoming homogenous, and I'm having trouble telling them apart. This one I'll remember for one important reason. It comes in 3D. 3D! I think this is the world's first 3D kung fu movie. And honestly, that's the only reason you would want to watch this movie. I found the plot really hard to follow at first. I wasn't sure who was who, what was happening. About halfway through, I'd say, I mean, this is like 90 minutes, 92 minutes. About halfway through, and it all coalesces, and you're like, now I see what's happening. This guy's that guy. This guy's doing this. Whatever. There's double crosses, all this stuff. But it's nothing memorable. Nothing that I would say go out and fucking grab it. Unless the gimmick of 3D convinces you to do so, because it's the only thing it's got going for it is the fact that the movie's in 3D. It also looks like shit. It doesn't look very good on Blu-ray. Maybe that's the whole 3D process. It just wasn't able to, scan nicely. It just looks kind of like, I don't know. It does not look great. It looks pretty rough. The 3D works okay for the most part. It's good enough to see kung fu, old kung fu fights in 3D, but it's not much of a movie. So what I'm gonna do is thumbs up, thumbs down, and make it easier instead of the 5-star, just so we can get through a little easier. Dynasty is going to get a thumbs down, but a marginal thumbs down. I don't think I'm going to hate owning this, and I most likely will rewatch it. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to give it a marginal thumbs down, but I didn't hate it. Let me check in with the chat real quickly. The video store says it refused to scan nicely. I guess so. Yes, it only came with one set. It only came with one set of glasses, so keep that in mind. If you're throwing a party, make sure you have glasses for everybody. Tom Ford, I bought it for the 3D. Lousy Kung Fu. Yeah, it's pretty lousy. That's a good word for it. Fett in the house. Hey, Fett, welcome, man. I hope you're well. Catch-all says, MC, too early for pumpkin spice, man. October 1st is cardinal rule. No. Incorrect. Cardinal rule is the fucking minute pumpkin spice is available, it's pumpkin spice season. Drink it. You're missing out. You just skip a whole month doing it that way. Bad move. Oh my God. Okay, next. Put this here. Delicious. This was one that was recommended to me after I did my review of Walking the Edge with Robert Forster. I forget who, and I'm sorry. Somebody said you have to get The Banker. Oh, shit. I never heard this movie. The Banker with Robert Forster. So I said, okay, I like Robert Forster. I looked it up. It was available. I think I got it on Amazon. Pretty cheap. It was under $20. I said, let me grab it. Let me grab it. And I'm glad I did. Let me take the nice little slip off here for you. It's number 17, by the way, in case anyone's curious about that. I didn't know that they did that. The Banker. Now, let me see. If there's a reversible, no, there is no reversible. It comes like this, kind of Mill Creek style. The Banker is, I thought it was a bank heist movie. With a title like The Banker, you're expecting a bank heist movie. It's not a bank heist movie. Surprise, surprise. It is a serial killer versus the police thriller. Kind of a giallo in a way, set in Los Angeles. One of the most interesting things about this release is our serial killer here, and it's played by Duncan Rieger. That's how you pronounce his name, right? Rieger? Duncan Rieger. Who Monster Squad fans would know as Dracula. That's right. Dracula plays a serial killer who's going up against Robert Forster's perpetually rumpled police officer who's trying to solve a string of brutal hooker homicides. And it's quite a treat. Quite a treat. I love this movie so much. There's another actress in here. I'm blanking on her name. Oh, Jeff Conway. That's what I'm thinking about. Jeff Conway's in this. Kaneki from Greece. He sort of plays a scuzzy pimp kind of guy. It's a very... I'm not going to spoil anything. It's a very scuzzy serial killer, neon lit Los Angeles 90s, maybe early 80s. No, late 80s. Because that would tell us a lot. I don't know. It doesn't say it here. I'm going to say late 80s, maybe late 80s, I would say. Scuzzy, gritty, Los Angeles-based serial killer thriller. Robert Forster kicks ass. Duncan Rieger kicks ass. There's some, well, I won't give too much away, but there's a lot of real interesting layers to this serial killer, and the movie cracks along. It's never boring. It's never dull. It has a ton of action. It almost feels like something that Vinegar Syndrome would have put out, along the lines of Pale Blood, kind of without the vampire stuff. But it feels like a Pale Blood, but better. I thought Pale Blood was shit. Banker's amazing. I do highly recommend The Banker. I recently just got this, so I'm guessing the slip is still available in case you want it. Go to Amazon. That's where I found it. I know Amazon sometimes gets a bad rap, but when you got to go somewhere, and sometimes special features include an interview with Robert Forster, which has nothing to do with the fucking Banker. He's talking about Joe Spinell. Why is that on here? Joe Spinell's not in this movie. That's fine. We get to hear Robert Forster talking about Joe Spinell. Fine. And then Dark Force trailers, and then that's it. The Banker, thumbs up, 100% thumbs up from me. This is a really solid-ass movie, and I'm glad I discovered it, and thank whoever the hell recommended it to me. I don't remember. I apologize. Let me check in with everybody real quickly. AOR, Rock and Metal Memories. What's up? Subtitles on Gridman are very light and hard to read. Ooh. Well, I hope they're watching. Mill Creek, if you're watching, subtitles are light and hard to read. Keep that in mind, everybody. As you move into this, I drink Sam Adams Oktoberfest in September. No problems. Absolutely not. Absolutely. Let's see here. Bullet Blake says, not a big fan of pumpkin spice or kung fu movies for that matter. That's fine. Yeah, that's all good, man. Robbie, did I miss your Walking the Edge review? I dug it. Oh, I guess you didn't. But it was reviewed, and I don't remember where I did it. don't remember how I did it, but I did do it, and I loved it. It might have been a Metrocast Theater. I don't remember. Great fucking movie. Great fucking movie. Video store. Don't worry, I won't spoil it. Jim is a fan of anything Robert. Really getting into Robert Forster lately. Nice. Merlin is also Connolly and Forster. Sounds great. Yeah. And they have a couple scenes together, but wow, I won't go into it. But it's good stuff. It's really, really good stuff. Razor, hey, just joined. Hope I didn't miss much. No, you just didn't. Well, we just did the Mill Creek stuff, and now we're moving on to some scattershot stuff. Bullet Blake agrees. Pale Blood was straight garbage, awful garbage. But everybody was like, "Oh, I love Pale Blood. One of the best things ever." What the fuck are you people talking about? There's nothing good in that movie. Oh my god. Well, except maybe that actress. I do like her. I really liked Wolf of Snow Hollow. Was that his last movie? I haven't seen that. I gotta check that out. Robert didn't ask to kiss that girl. He forced her. Oh, rip man. Hold on. Do I have anything I can use? That's pretty dang good. I'll do this. I'll give you.
Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god!
That's the rest of that clip. I always use that, but I never saw that white shot. Good job, sir. That is the comment of the hour so far. Eternal Melancholy. Let me share it. Oh, thanks, man. One of the best shows of all time. Connie Selica is amazing. I'm glad this hasn't been rebooted yet, but maybe someday. Paul has been sold on Banker and Skeleton Key. All right. You know, I wish I made a profit off of recommendations, but I don't. But I hope you guys enjoy those. Let's see. I respect everyone's up for pumpkin spice. When they choose to indulge. Very good. Bullet Blake, the manga sounds great, and it's always hard for me to resist the slip. That's how they get you. Okay. Next. Maybe I'll save this one for last. Not for last, but the next off. Okay. This was another recommendation from a subscriber and a patron, comic book artist. Really great guy, and he said you have to get The Hot Spot here from Kino Lorber, directed by Dennis Hopper. And we know Dennis makes some nutty movies, and this is probably his most normal film. Yeah, it's probably his most normal film. It comes with a slip, or it did at the time of my purchase. I went with the reversible artwork. I think it's reversible. Yeah, I went with the reversible because I really like that artwork. It feels very retro. This is an 80s. No, I'm sorry. It was technically 80s. 1990. And the other side is just that. A 1990 film noir, sweaty, sultry type movie. You know the movie back in the day when you're in the video store and you saw, oh man, oh shit, I think there's titties in this, man. Let's get it. There's boobies. No, there's titties in this, for sure. Not as much as I was led to believe, however. Stars Don Johnson. He leads the pack here as our hero, our downtrodden, noirish hero. He's actually a bank robber who's planning a big heist, but he runs, not afoul, I would say, but he runs into the clutches of two women, played lovingly by Virginia Madsen and Jennifer Connelly, two of the most beautiful women of all time. You do get to see Jennifer naked once. Yeah, once in this. And Virginia Madsen has sex scenes throughout the movie, but she's not really naked throughout those sex scenes. I think you see her naked once or twice. So this is not like a super booby movie or anything. A super booby movie. Hey, I should host the super booby movie every Sunday night. There you go. I can't show that on YouTube though. The hotspot is what appears to be a by the numbers noirish bank robber, something along the lines of The Postman Always Rings Twice. That kind of what was his name? The author, Herman Cain, blanking on the name. It's The Postman Always Rings Twice kind of a movie. Double Indemnity, those type of movies. Modernized for the 90s. It's modernized in terms of its color palette, its directness, its grittiness, its violence. And this is the kind of stuff you wouldn't see in a 50s, 60s movie. But it's probably the stuff that those filmmakers would have wanted to put in those movies, but couldn't at the time. Titties, men beating up women, that kind of stuff. That's part of that hard-boiled nature of the genre. This movie personifies that to a T. Amazing performances across the boat. I've never been a giant Don Johnson fan, but this is probably my favorite Don Johnson movie now. He's amazing in this. Jennifer is okay. She's got a strange role. I don't want to give too much away, but I feel like she doesn't have a huge part to play in the proceedings. Virginia Madsen eats up the screen like she's going to a pie eating party. I don't know if that's a thing. She eats up the screen. She does a great job. She has a really good character. All the supporting characters are really interesting in this as well. It's a solid movie. It is a little long though. It felt very long to me. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes, so it does drag a bit. The first third, you don't really know what's going on. And then everything kind of falls into place towards the middle. But you're going to feel kind of lost in the beginning. Like, who is this guy? What the hell is he doing? Why is he work? Why did he just drive into town and just decide to get a job at a car dealership? It's very strange. But everything makes sense in the end. And that's what matters. It does end a little strangely. I'm not going to say what it is. It does end very bizarrely. But almost true to form. Almost poetically true to form for the genre. Thumbs up, Hotspot. Oh man, what a crazy movie. Nudity, violence, and all at the deft hand of Dennis Hopper. I wonder how he picked this movie. I wonder why he picked this movie. Not written by him, based on a book. It's very strange, but a good movie. Thumbs up on that one. Tom says, Jennifer naked, I'm in. Yes, she is young, but she's not like phenomena young. I think she can't, it's an American movie, so I think she's 19 in the movie. So that's, I would imagine the youngest she could be. JRD, Virginia Madsen was great in Electric Dreams. She was. Indie Phantom says, Hotspot is freaking sweet. I might need to upgrade from the DVD. Don Johnson acts pretty damn cool around the time he made a Harley Davidson and Marlboro Man. Oh, that's right. I remember that movie. Dennis Hopper is a legend. He is indeed. Let me turn this off real quick. Okay, let me see. Corey Jones, say super booby movie 5 times fast. Challenge accepted. Super booby movie, super booby movie, super booby movie, super booby movie, super booby movie. Yeah, I did it. That was good. That was good enough for me. James M. Kane, thank you so much, Michael. That's exactly who I was thinking of. The author of some of those amazing hard-boiled works. According to Hopper, Madsen was too embarrassed to promote the flick. Wow, interesting. She's really good in it, but it is a super sexy movie. Super booby movie. That should be the name of your next movie after finishing these 3. Oh yeah. Well, you know what? Asylum isn't doing sex comedies anymore. They don't sell. I had a great sex comedy idea. It was called Chicks with Dicks. I'm not gonna go any further. Maybe one day I'll tell you what that one's about. Let's see. Bullet Blake needs a super booby movie T-shirt. I might put one together, but no one knows. No, you might be the only one buying that. Merlin says Madsen was amazing in the role. She is, yeah, very, very good in it. I love how Johnson gets a job at the dealership. Yeah, there's some great writing in this. I thought it was done very, very well, story-wise and directing-wise. But at the beginning, you're like, what? What the fuck's going on? Who's that guy? I call blasphemy on your lack of reverence for Sonny Crockett. Hey, and nothing against Sonny Crockett. I was not a big Miami Vice guy. And this is coming from a guy who lived in fucking Miami and was aware that that was a thing. I think maybe because I lived there, it just didn't make an impression on me. Merlin says, Johnson makes the viewer feel the Texas heat. Yeah, everybody's sweaty as fuck in this movie. It's crazy. I have a Don Johnson outfit. Oh, yes, you do. Amazing. You got now you have to do like a month of reviews in your outfit, please. At least one. And maybe there's an Asian movie that fits it. That'd be amazing, dude. Okay. Corey Jones, thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed my my challenge. My challenge accepted challenge. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, moving on to this is a really good goddamn movie. I'm gonna tell you right now. I was shocked because I hadn't seen this in forever. MVD's Drive. Now, I'm sure I've seen it back in the day, but it never made an impression on me, at least in terms of like, oh, that's a really good movie. Enough that I remembered it. MVD put it out, and I know a handful of people went crazy for it. Holy shit, Drive! Oh my god, that's a great movie. Drive. Like Drive? The Mark Dacascos movie with Bill Cosby's son? No, you guys are thinking of something else. This is not a memorable movie. Drive? Well, I said there was an MVD sale. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna grab it. Everyone's saying it's good. Worst comes to worst, I just add it to my pile of shitty movies I'll never watch again. Wow. One of my favorite purchases in a long time. Thumbs up, thumbs way the hell up for Drive. This is a really damn good movie. Asian movie enthusiasts. I remember Drive being good. Yeah. I was shocked. I was shocked how really well made it is and how well thought out the movie is. It's kind of a science fiction movie, kind of. But I think that was just the context to explain why Mark Dacascos is so damn good. And I'm not going to go any further. I don't want to spoil anything. But Drive is your basic buddy cop movie. Not a big studio release, although I think it played in theaters. I might be mistaken. It's got an amazing fucking cast. Brittany Murphy is in this. Who else? There's a whole bunch of other people in here that I was very impressed by. Tracy Walter is in this. What is Tracy Walter was in Batman. He was the Joker's sidekick. Somebody else, I can't remember now. Regardless, Drive is one of the most interesting, low budget '90s direct to video action movies I've seen in a long time, and it blows away anything that somebody like, well, specifically Vinegar Syndrome, put out. In a VSA line. This is miles better, leagues better than LA Wars, Action USA, the martial law movies. This shit is great. I mean, this is like blockbuster stuff. Mark Dacascos channels is Jackie Chan best. The director who, Steve Wang, channels John Woo up the wazoo for this movie. And it is, in a word, a mind-blowing experience. I had a grin on my face the whole time. It's been a long time since I've watched an action sequence and was just giggling and laughing and cheering the fucking movie along because it keeps topping itself. It keeps delivering not only well choreographed fights, but inventive fights. That's the Jackie Chan element of it. This isn't just two dudes punching each other and then a guy falls down. This is acrobatic city, man. I wish I could. You know what? I might be able to do that. I'll see if I can pull a clip from YouTube. And we can, and I can show you what I'm talking about, or at least a trailer or something, because the stuff in this movie is just bonkers. And I'm best of. I don't know if it's come up because of there's the other Drive movie, which is good too, but they're different. Drive. I'm gonna put his name. Goes. Oh, you know what? Oh, there's a lot. Oh, yeah, there's a lot. You know what I'll do? Fuck it. I'm gonna grab this. I'll grab this long clip, and we can just play it in the background. Why don't we do that? Give me 1 second, guys. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. But Drive. Does anybody own this? Has anybody seen this? I'm curious. Curious what your thoughts are. Let me check in with the chat while that's working. I've heard great stuff about this one. Pops up an underrated action list. Very underrated. I remember Drive being a film. I remember Drive being a film I haven't seen. Wow, you are a you're a poet. Bob the Goon, yes. Brittany Murphy from Drop Dead Gorgeous, yeah. Another Christy Alley movie, yeah. Brittany Murphy's amazing. Rest in peace, man. Gosh, what a sad story. Hollywood, man, fucking tragic. Fucking tragic. I love that John Woo kind of action. You don't see that nowadays. You don't, because it's hard to do. Merlin's gonna check it out. There's 2 great movies called Drive. Yeah. I only own the other Drive movie. Well, I might convince you guys to get this once we watch the clip. It's downloading now. 1 second. It's gonna take a couple seconds. Should be in, and then I'll pop it up here, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, special features. There's a whole bunch of special features on here, honestly. That just add to the joy of owning the film. You know what? I'm gonna play it. It's came up. Let me grab this real quick. Clicky, clicky. Where are you? What is it under? Mark. All right. What I'll do? I'll play it silently so you guys can watch the fun unfold. Oh, this is a good movie. You guys are gonna have a good time with this one. Okay. Special features that add to the package. You get an audio commentary with the director and the fight choreographer, as well as Mark Dacascos and Kadeem Hardison. So he returns for the commentary track. Then you get Drive, The Force Behind the Storm, a 47-minute documentary on the making of the movie. Holy shit. I actually didn't even watch that, but that's amazing. You get 6 deleted scenes that run about 8 minutes. Then you get an interview gallery with cast, director, and crew. And none of them include Brittany Murphy, unfortunately. So there's no, vintage interview with her on this. And you get trailer and reversible artwork, which I'll show you as we go. And you get a poster. So there's this. Then, just like I show you the disc stuff. Reversible artwork is this. See, that looks like a super generic 90s movie. But it's far from it. Actually, I might switch it over to the generic. Why not? And you get a poster. I'll flip a poster for you. What a good damn movie, man. What a good goddamn movie. It's one of those things where you don't expect it to be so good and so rewarding. It is. I love when you find a movie like that. Let me see what it, so yeah. It's a little mini poster, very tiny, about the size of about the 1.5 sizes of a Blu-ray slipcase. Drive, right there. Love it, man. I would recommend this. I would recommend you get this forthwith before, if you guys are slip hungry, before the slip sells out, like it did for Mortuary. Do I have that here? Maybe I'll review that too. Might do that too. Amazing. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. It's so good. You guys are going to have a hell of a good time watching this movie. It's a blast. It's a blast, and I guess my highest recommendation. This was almost a Master Chaos Theater review, but timing prevented me from doing so. Look at that shit. Bed flips. And there's machine gun fire. They don't do machine gun fire anymore. It's a shame. Let's do another MVD. You know what? Let's do this full frame. I'll get another one, another MVD, and we'll keep watching this. Put the sound up. Good shit, right? Oh man. We have two more MVDs we'll talk about, but I'll let this play out. Maybe I'll let it out. Oh, actually, let me comments. Waiting for it to go on sale. A must buy for sure. I got it when it was on sale, like 2 months ago. It was like $10 or something. You guys are gonna dig it. It's so fun. But look how fun this scene is. Like, it just looks like his shoes. Okay, now this is a fucking fight. Watch this shit. This is totally Jackie Chan stuff. Oh man, and that's the shit. Oh hell yeah! Look at that. Oh, whoa! What a good movie. All right, let's the comment. Yeah, no, the dude knows his stuff. That was Bob, by the way. It's pretty much non-stop action. Leon the professional. Yep. Come at me, bro. Hey, Ricky, welcome to the party, pal. Let's just watch the film. I wish I could, but YouTube would take it down. Well, I'll show these, though. Fight scene sold me. And Brittany Murphy's so crazy. She plays like this nutty, horny girl. I mean, she's in the movie very, very little, but she's great. So good. Editing is legit. Oh man, so good. Fights are really amazing. Really surprising, absolutely. John Wick before John Wick. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, people got hurt on that shit. Oh yeah, what? I love this movie. It's so good, and it's so rewatchable. You know, that's something that I preach when I talk about movies and when I review movies. It has to be rewatchable. It has to be worth a damn. This movie is so rewatchable. You can throw this on at a party, and it's just a blast, man. And you can watch it. I might even watch it tonight again. There's something about it that's just so watchable, so fun, so exciting. It knows what it is, and it's not afraid to go that extra mile to deliver some really fucking solid action, and not in a very serious way. I feel John Wick action is very serious and dour. This is just a fun popcorn movie that's not afraid to, show what it is, and I love that. I love that very much. Now, I'm just going to play this in the background because this is too good. I'll just keep that playing and we'll continue talking. Okay, the next two I got at the MVD sale. The one I'm about to show you is sold out. Where's my camera? Right here. Mortuary. The slip anyway is sold out. This is the final fight. It's not going to give anything away, I don't think. Look at that. Motorcycle fights. Mortuary is what I thought. Well, I don't know if I should give too much away because it's a very interesting movie. It's a good movie. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. It feels like it could have been a Vinegar Syndrome title, but it wasn't. And that's fine. Either way, we have it. And it's actually cheaper than it was in a Vinegar Syndrome title. You get an interview with the composer, and that's it when it comes to special features. But you get pretty much the same bells and whistles as Drive. Mortuary is a serial killer movie couched within the confines of a kind of satanic, no reverse on that, satanic devil-worshipping cult situation. It's a hard movie to describe because I don't want to give anything away that would ruin the film, but it's worth a watch. I'll say that. It's worth a watch. Here's the poster, that little mini poster kind of thing. It's worth a watch. It has a very young, early performance by the late, great Bill Paxton. I'm guessing this is right after he did Taking Tiger Mountain, which, if anybody saw that, holy fucking hell. What the hell was Vinegar Syndrome thinking? Jesus. I know people liked it. It just wasn't for me. Ugh, weird. For those of you who don't know, Taking Tiger Mountain features Bill Paxton getting a blowjob, and the camera does not cut away. Yep. Art house. Mortuary does not have that, but Bill has a very interesting role in this, sort of a geeky Poindexter dude who kind of loves our final girl. He works at a morgue, and there's some mysteries surrounding a morgue, and he kind of helps her figure out what's going on. I don't want to go too much into details, but Mortuary is a really interesting movie. It's not as good as something like Dead and Buried, which I think is a masterpiece, but it's a fun little movie. It takes a while to really get going. I'd say, like most of these movies, about 15 minutes in is when things really connect and things make sense. But beyond that, it's a really solid little movie. And I don't know if you can see the back there, but only one little special feature. I love their cases. Look at that. The VHS is poking through. I love that. I love their take on the design, the old VHS retro cases. I love this very much. I don't love a lot of their releases, but I'm happy I grabbed this along with Drive, and I'm happy I grabbed this one, which I've been waiting to get for a while. Mikey from MVD. This one's gonna get thumbs up. I don't know if I said it, but thumbs up for Mortuary, and thumbs up for Mikey. This is a really solid little killer kid movie, and you guys are going to enjoy it. Actually, let me check in with the chat real quick. If anyone really wants to slip Hamilton book, might have some. Mine came with one after they said it was out of print. Okay, good to know. Thanks for the heads up. Go check Hamilton, guys. That's Masayo Kato. That guy. I think I'm not sure if I missed if it's off. The comments are off, but the main dude there, yeah, he's good. Everybody's really damn good. It's a hell of a movie. Brown Bunny vibes on that Tiger Mountain sounds like, yeah. Brown Bunny. I think Brown Bunny made more sense. That makes. If that's probably got you very confused, but trust me. Robbie, been curious about Mortuary for a while. You'll like it. Ricky Richards, it's out of stock there as well. Oh no. Okay, it's gone. Gone. Well, you can just get the standard. Mikey is essentially a riff on The Good Son, The Bad Seed, the killer kid type movie. But Mikey is like a fucking maniac. I mean, this dude's crazy. And luckily, we've got an actor like Brian Bonsall that is able to handle the shifts in tone, not just narratively, but in acting tone. He goes from sweet, young, little kid who wouldn't hurt a fly to holy fuck, and he's beating his dad with a baseball bat. Holy fuck, he's going to throw a hairdryer into his mom's bathtub. It's great. I love the tagline here. Remember Jason and Freddy? Remember, Jason and Freddy were kids too. And then the best part is they spell Freddy like that. What the hell? Get it right, guys. Jesus. Anyway, amazing cast. Mimi Craven is in this, last appearing in the film. Well, not last appearing, but last seen by me in the film Last Gasp with Robert Patrick, where we see her naked, and god dang it, she's got amazing boobicles. I'm going to remove this. Anyway, you guys get a good look at that movie. Mimi Craven's got amazing breasts. We don't see, I don't think we see her naked in this one, but she's a wonderful looking woman. Regardless, Josie Bissett, isn't it Bissett? But I always have trouble with that last name. I don't know why. Josie Bissett. Anyway, the naked girl from Hitcher in the Dark is in this. She plays the next door neighbor that he has sort of a thing for. I don't think she's naked in this. I'm pretty sure she's. I don't think she is. But she's sort of our final girl. You also have John Deal, who you don't see a lot, but he's a character actor. He's the dad. Let's see if I can get a good shot of that. It's a little blurry. Anyway, he's the dad. He's really good in this. Ashley Lawrence is in this in a really small little part as Mikey's teacher and Mimi Craven's friend. I'll open it up for you. Thumbs up. Good little creepy killer kid movie. I don't know if anybody puts up these posters. I mean, I guess if you love the movie, you would, but you're just going to languish in my case. I just don't have the wall space for it. Mikey poster right there. Really nice that they've rescued this movie, because I remember this from back in the day. I rented the hell out of this movie when I was a kid. I think this actually, it might predate Good Son, I think. I might be wrong, but I remember this being really integral to my video store days, and I'm glad to have it, and it's one I'm not going to show the kids anytime soon, but when they're older, I will. When they have kids, I'll show them Mikey. Because right now, you don't want to give anybody ideas, if you know what I mean. Mikey, thumbs up, 100%. Really good movie. Mikey was a straight up serial killer. Absolutely, that kid's nuts. Indie fandom. Mikey's on the watch list. Nice. Let's see. Curious about Mikey. That's a subgenre I often enjoy. Bad Seeds. You'll like it. It's really good. Mikey looked insane. Killer kid movies are a fun subgenre. They are. Has anybody seen the movie Would You Kill a Child? From Spain, I think. Spanish. I think it's a Spanish movie. Would You Kill a Child? Holy God damn it. That's a good movie. That is oh man, that's a good movie. It's about an island of crazy kids. Oh, so good. Telford, I picked up every MVD Rewind collection they offer on their last sale. Great stuff. Oh, nice. Good job. Last Gasp was another one that was pretty disappointing upon revisiting. Yeah, I don't know that I never want to revisit, man. But there's great nudity, so that's a plus for me. Indy remembers Josie from Hitcher in the Dark. She is nice. She's real nice. Let's see. Oh man, we need to talk about Kevin. That's a movie. Holy God. But that's not a fun one. That's not fun like Mikey or Good Son. That's a really hard movie to watch. That's really uncomfortable to watch, especially as a parent. Talking about Mikey makes me want to rewatch The Good Son. Yeah, that's a good movie too. The Good Son was put out by Kino. I want to say Kino put it out. Good movie. Let's see. Robbie says, Doug, Would You Kill a Child? Picked up a while ago. Yeah, it's a good movie. I mean, it's hard to watch, but it's very well made. Okay, let's get into the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. For better or worse. Show of hands in the chat. Who picked up any of the partner titles from August? I'm curious if anybody picked stuff up and if anybody's seen any of the stuff. I'm going to bring up. Oh, I think I already have it. I think I already have it in the system here. Let's start with Commando Ninja. I downloaded the trailer, but maybe I erased it. Maybe I got rid of it. I'm like, I don't need this. Why do I need this? I think that might have been what I did. No, it's down here. Okay, I'll have to pull it again. Commando Ninja. This is from a new label, ETR, right? I think this is the first thing. I'm going to play this in the background. Give me a second to grab it. So we'll have some multimedia action going along with the review. I would grab... no, I guess that's it. I guess that's all I got. Okay. It's not ready yet. Okay. Let's see. Razor says, I picked up a few. Good to know. JRD says, both The Good Son and Mikey were banned in the UK. Oh, okay. Interesting. Ricky Richards, I have Deadlock on pre-order. I'm a sub and used to pick up all partner releases, but now there's too many. I agree, man. Deadlock, I don't know if you've seen my review, is a stunner. Deadlock and Adoration are my two favorite things I've ever bought from Vinegar Syndrome, hands down. Partner label, whatever, it's two of my favorite things I've ever picked up. So good. Okay. Trailer is inbound. Give me one little second, doodle do. Where am I? Razor says, Commando Ninja sucked. Should have watched it on YouTube before buying. Sadly, I agree with you. And we'll get into that in a moment once I have the trailer up. Because I'd like to show the visuals as we discuss. Hopefully it's not going to be a bitch about it. If it's a bitch about it, then we will not do that. I'm not going to hold you guys up. While we talk about that, I'm going to try 2 different windows and see if that'll work. Okay. No, I don't want you to play. What I want you to do is save it, please. 1 second, guys. Yes, allow. Okay. The other side I use is coming through. Okay, so we'll have that. Commando Ninja. Wow. Where to begin? I guess let's begin with the trailer. playing in the background, so we all have an idea of what we're talking about. I'm going to silence it. Commando Ninja. Remember when I said that Vinegar Syndrome tries to trick you? Well, technically not a trick. Technically not a trick. Where should I go? I'll go like there. Technically not a trick. This does happen in the movie. And this also happens in the movie. The problem is, you don't have a movie here. This isn't a movie. This is not a movie. Number one, you're not looking at a movie. You're looking at, while it looks great and it's funny, you're essentially looking at a short film. It's an hour long, number one. The runtime is an hour and 8 minutes. The movie, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt, really stops at an hour and 2 minutes. And then it's credits. Then it's a long list of credits to fill in an hour and 8 minutes. So you don't even get a full movie here. That doesn't necessarily dock it for being shit. What docks it for being, well, not necessarily shit, because it is well made. You know, you could tell there was a lot of love and respect for the genre in the movie. What docks it for not being a satisfying film is the fact that, by the way, booby alert, what docks it from not being a satisfying film is the fact that it just never feels like a movie. And that was the biggest thing that bugged the hell out of me. It's always wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hey, remember Predator? Hey, remember Commando? Hey, remember Ninjas? Hey, remember Jurassic Park? Hey, remember Rambo Part 2? That's the problem I had with it. It was all references, and it almost never became its own movie. Think of something like, this is a perfect example. Hot Shots Part 2. Obviously, they're ripping off Rambo. Hot Shots Part 2 works as a movie. It works as its own movie. Yeah, it's a spoof, and it's making fun of stuff. Naked Gun works as a movie, even though that's spoofing cop stuff. It's not necessarily a direct spoof of anything. Airplane is a perfect example of a spoof movie that works as its own movie. Maybe it's the runtime, but I think it goes beyond the runtime. That's a great gag, by the way. That's the head split. There is a lot of great gore. Who said that in the chat? JRD, yeah, great gore, absolutely great gore. You know, okay, so there's a lot of ways to look at this. There's somebody going in, whatever, I spent, what is it, $27 or whatever, $25 to watch it. I'm going to go in, I'm going to have fun, I'm just going to laugh at stuff exploding, and it'll be fine. Some people are just going to enjoy it on a surface level, and that's great. But you know, I look at it from the perspective of somebody, am I going to watch this again? Does it feel like a worthy movie? And to me, it's so much of a joke that it stops itself from gaining any kind of traction as a real film. And I think a lot of people are going to have trouble with that. I can't imagine that it'll just be me having issues with the film playing falsely, because it is a false product. It is essentially a one-note joke, and it never coalesces into its own movie. Namely because the performances are really, well, the performances are all spoof performances. There's no genuine character growth or development. There's no point where these characters feel like they're real people. They're all stereotypical cardboard cutout kind of things. And I mean, there's an audience for it, for sure. But it becomes empty. It's so empty. This is like eating a funnel cake. Holy shit, I love funnel cake. I'm going to eat the ass out of some funnel cake. But after I'm done, I'm probably not going to eat it again right then. And it probably made me sick. And I'm probably going to, you know, I'm good. I think I've had enough funnel cake. This is the kind of movie that shoves 10,000 funnel cakes down your throat. Maybe that analogy doesn't make any sense. It makes sense in my head. It's almost like it thinks it's funnier than it is. It thinks it's smarter than it is. And it goes out of its way to show you, haha, look at all these clever things we're doing. But by doing that, it removes that element, that missing element that makes it a movie. It's just a short film spoof and for some people that's enough. For me, it's not. For me, um, it was very disappointing. It was very disappointing, and to add insult to injury, there's no fucking ending. It doesn't end. We get an hour-long movie, and it's a cliffhanger. A cliffhanger. What? What the hell, man? You expect to make more of these? Apparently so. Apparently they're working on a Kickstarter for the sequel. But Jesus, what the hell? And I hate to hate on it because I respect filmmaking. It's a French movie, by the way. This is a French interpretation of American 80s movies. Keep that in mind. It's a little, I mean, they get it right for the most part, but it's also a little warped. If it was a full movie, if it felt like it coalesced into its own thing and not just constantly a joke, then I think I would have warmed to it. And I was really into it. But the middle of the movie, I'm not even kidding. The middle, all that gunfire stuff that you saw happens about 20 minutes in. The whole middle of the movie is one long ninja sword fight on a rooftop. And it takes up a lot of screen time that could have been given to plot development, character development, story development, more something. Okay, so without giving anything away, this explains why I have a problem with this. In the movie, his daughter gets kidnapped by the bad guys. In a Hollywood movie, in any movie that was trying to make its own story, he tracks down the bad guy. He finds out where the bad guy's lair is. It's like some out of the way place, out of the way fucking place, Ecuador, whatever. And he goes there, but the scene goes, "Oh, I know where you are. There's like a pamphlet for this town." And the next scene is that super Rambo scene where he's mowing down 800 guys. In a real movie, he would go to the city. He'd meet an informant. Hey, I'm trying to find, so-and-so. Oh, I know a guy who knows a guy. And there's like story, development. It just cuts to that. There's room to grow. There's stuff happening. There's supporting characters and things like that. This is just, there's only one reason they made this movie, and you're seeing it all in the trailer. If you've seen the trailer, you've seen the whole fucking movie. This is the movie. There's no surprises. And it was a big bummer for me. And I know I probably can't be alone. Let me check in with the chat real quick here. Ricky says, yeah, I'll probably just check it out on YouTube. Yes, it's on YouTube, by the way. You can watch the whole fucking movie on YouTube for free. Do that. 100%. Merlin says a lot of grindhouse crap coming out these days. Yeah. Let's see. Razor, the trailer looks so great, but there just isn't a real story here. A lot of jokes fell flat after a while. There's basically no ending. Yeah, the movie just stops. What movie in the house? What's up, man? Love you, buddy. We'll never watch it again. I watched it with a friend, and he didn't enjoy it at all. Ugh, I know. Bumpy Jonas, overly self-indulgent. Yeah. Bullet says, the biggest problem I had was, why does the guy who tortures him randomly train him to be a ninja? It's a good point. That's a good point. There's a lot. And why is like the main henchman guy dressed like Super Mario Brothers? It's so weird. It's so bad. Unfortunately, I did not like it. Thumbs down. Commando Ninja. I think I've talked this movie to death. Oh, special features, in case you're curious. You get a making of Commando Ninja, 1 hour, but there's more. It only says 1 hour special feature on the back, but I feel like there's a lot more. I think there's a commentary. I don't know. I thought there'd be more special features. Anyway, wow, that's a great one. That head chop is really what made me want to grab it. But terrible. Okay, moving on. 2 more titles for tonight, and then we'll bid adieu. Oh, by the way, tomorrow I'll be here. You know what we're watching? Do I have it saved on here? Maybe I have it. We're watching the sequel. No, I don't have it. Oh, what the fuck is it? You know what? Maybe I'll pull up that trailer so we can watch that. I know I have it. No, I'll do it in a minute. Tomorrow, Let's Watch Live is back. I'm going to say, I'm trying to think if there's anything planned. I'm going to say most likely 4 p.m. 4 p.m. PST. And we're going to be watching. I forget. Oh, this is the trailer. We're going to be watching this. The sequel to Twin Dragon Encounter. For better or worse. This is going to be nuts. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be better than Commando Ninja. Oh, yeah.
Hey, bud. Who are you going to use the weapons against?
I told you it was none of your business.
None of my business. It is my business. That's the only way I sell guns. We have a policy here.
This is the trailer, by the way. We're not watching the movie.
The weapons are being used against. You could use this against my friends. Even worse than that, you could use it against my family. Even worse than that, you could be a cop. You're fast. Very fast, except they're not loaded.
Just a little bit of a taste there. I was going to show the trailer, but I said, I'm going to give you a little taste of the movie. All right, moving on. AGFA. I'm a big AGFA guy. I love AGFA. I love what they do. When they announced She-Freak, I was over the moon. I'm a big fan of this movie. I discovered it on Real Wild Cinema, if you guys remember that show. It's on USA Network, I believe. Back in the day, hosted by Sandra Bernhard. Introduced me to a ton of crazy shit. She-Freak, God Monster of Indian Flats. For better or worse, The Curious Dr. Hump, which is a piece of shit. I didn't pick up the Blu-ray. She-Freak, coming, may blow your mind. It's not necessarily an orgy of evil. It's close. What you have here is the perfect carnival movie. Perfect carnival movie. Put the lovely slip aside. David Friedman, the man behind many, I'm not going to say all, but at least many of the Herschel Gordon Lewis films, produces and writes this movie. He wrote it, right? I believe he had I didn't say it. I'm pretty sure I had a writing credit on it. Anyway, She-Freak is a carny take on Freaks, Todd Browning's Freaks. It's set in the world of carnivals of the 70s. So it has that greasy, grimy, carny feel, sweaty, ugly, gristly kind of movie with a strange bunch of characters. And it's a fucking great movie. So good. With a caveat. There's a lot of montage in this for some reason. A lot of montage. And that gets repetitive. There's scenes of the carnival. Oh, here's some people on a ride. Here's them tearing the carnival down. Here's them putting the carnival back up. That kind of stuff. And it gets very repetitive. It's just silent montage footage, with music played over it. But it gets repetitive and it drags the movie down, and it's honestly just filler. You have a really solid 15-minute movie in here, but it does have a ton of filler, which is a shame. Does that detract from the movie? I would say no. I still think it's worth a watch. I don't know if I can 100% recommend owning it. You have to kind of like this type of movie to really, really, really dig it. Lovely artwork on the disc. You have a booklet, and you got reversible artwork, which you can guess what that looks like. It's the disc. Let me show you the booklet. There's no nudity in this movie, which is, here's her putting the makeup on. Oh, it's on this side. Which is interesting because Dave Friedman is known for his nudie movies. He has a ton of nudie movies. As a matter of fact, we'll be talking about that when we get to the special feature section. Lovely booklet written by Lisa Petrucci. Lisa is the widow of Mike Vraney, who ran Something Weird video. Rest in peace, Mike. He was the early freak who kept a lot of these movies alive for us to discover, the modern day freaks. And thanks to him, a lot of these movies have survived the test of time for the most part. She-Freak is a really good movie. If you know what you're getting yourself into. I wouldn't give this to somebody who wants to dip their toe in 70s exploitation, they're probably not going to like it. But if you've been around the bend, She Freak is quite a treat, and I think you're going to enjoy it. The most important thing about this release, first of all, the movie looks fantastic. It's the best it's ever looked, and of course it's got to. It's on Blu-ray. If it didn't look good, what the fuck are you doing? Why put it out? The special features are really where it counts for me. You get an archival audio commentary with David Friedman and Mike Vraney, two men that we've lost. This was for the Image DVD, I believe. So amazing. Watching the movie, then watching it again. I spent a whole evening with this movie. It's a good 4 hours, about 4 or 5 hours of content. Maybe a little more, actually. But anyway, watching the movie again with Dave Friedman, the man who was there on the ground, boots on the ground, and Mike Vraney, somebody who loves the movie, who supports Dave Friedman and this type of filmmaking, is amazing. Probably my favorite commentary that I've heard all year. Yeah, I'd say it probably is. The next best thing about this release, holy God, get out your lotion and your tissues, because on here is a trailer reel of David Friedman movies. And they're sexy movies. I'm not even kidding when I say almost every shot in this trailer compilation, which is it's longer than the movie, actually. It doesn't say it here, but it's called The Laughing, Leering, Lampooning Lures of David Friedman, a feature-length compilation of trailers from the Something Weird vaults restored in 2K. It's about 90 minutes of wall-to-wall titties. We were talking about the Super Booby movie. That's the Super Booby movie. That's the first one I would show. Holy shit. It's just trailers, back to back to back to back, but charting Friedman's career from his first titty movie to his last titty movie. And holy bananas, the guy knows how to cast a boob. He is so good casting boobs. He should get an award. He should get an Oscar for best boob caster in movies. And we get to see quite a bit of skin. As a matter, like I said, almost every other shot in the trailer has a boob in it. Amazing. And that's something I'm definitely going to be rewatching when the wife is asleep. She Freak, amazing release. Thumbs up, 2 thumbs up for the boobtacular trailer reel on here. That just adds to the package. And 3 thumbs up for the amazing commentary track. And you also get a whole bunch of other stuff. Vintage shorts about the carnival midway of the 70s. Amazing. She Freak. Grab it. Just grab it. Ricky says, I wish I was a boob caster. Don't we all? Don't we all, sir? Let's see. Blood Blake says, I haven't watched She Freak yet, but I plan on getting around to it next week. Well, I hope you like it. I hope you like it, man. It's good stuff. Tom Ford says, you have it on DVD? I really like it. I had it on DVD too, but I said, let me upgrade because I wanted that trailer reel and I wanted to come. And actually, the commentary is probably on there. I just want the titty reel. Let's be honest. David F. Friedman produced Ilsa. Yeah, he did a lot, man. That guy painted the town red. He's the king of those movies. She Freak looks like it could be an early Trauma. Yeah, except it was way before Trauma even became a thing. No, it's not as crazy as a Trauma movie. It's not as crazy as that. I mean, it's essentially Todd Browning's Freaks in color and a little greasy, a little grimy, a little more carny flavored. Okay, I didn't realize we were going to go this long. I hope I'm not keeping anybody. Last movie for tonight. Another surprise action picture. For those of you who say I hate, Tom Ford says I'd rather be a boob catcher than a boob caster. Well, if you're catching them, what happened to them? Why are they falling off? I don't know that I want to catch like a loose boob in my hand. It's like Jello. That'd be weird. Anyway, for those of you who say I hate everything Vinegar Syndrome, I loved Whatever It Takes. Thumbs up. Thumbs up for Whatever It Takes. Holy shit. What a shock. Now, when this came out, you see this cover. Let me see. Glare sucks on it. Can I get you look a little better? Get it away from there. I like that. Anyway, look at that. I like how it's shiny. Isn't that neat? Shiny, shiny. Ooh, shiny things are cool. When I saw this, I'm like, oh my God, fuck this thing. It's going to be so stupid. And of course, they do the cool artwork to trick you, like, oh shit, look how badass it looks, man. This is gonna be great. I don't fall for that shit. This actually isn't my copy. I bought this for a friend who collects the VSAs, and after hearing that the VSAs may no longer be exclusive, I think he might stop collecting VSAs. But I don't know how fast whatever it takes is gonna sell. However, maybe after this review, I might sell a few copies. Whatever it takes, in my opinion, is one of the best scripts in the VSA line. Hands down, one of the best written, low-budget 90s action movies to come from the VSA line, script-wise. And it's shocking for me to even say the word script when it comes to VSA, because VSA's, I don't like to generalize, but they're not known for their great plotting or their great scripting. But here, holy shit, they had a real script. They had a really good script. Hey, Interweb Kaiju's in the house. What's up, man? I hope you're well, buddy. They had a really good script. They had a really competent director who knew how to shoot action. And they had a really game cast. Don the Dragon Wilson, he's Don the Dragon Wilson. He's not, Laurence Olivier. He's fine. He's really good. He's there to fight, and he does a really good job, and the fights are great. Andrew Dice Clay, fucking amazing. Now, I said, what movie was it? Oh, this one. When we started off, I said this was the weirdest pairing ever for a movie. It's just in my opinion. But I guess it doesn't get weirder than Andrew Dice Clay and Don the Dragon Wilson. That being said, they're fucking good. They're a really good team. Dice is really funny. He elevates the material according to the behind-the-scenes stuff. He added a lot. He improv'd the hell out of his lines. And you can tell because it comes off very natural and very much like a Dice Clay monologue, like a joke monologue. Excuse me. He's really good in it. And Fred Williamson, who I love, he's a great guy, and I've met him a couple times, really nice dude, is the bad guy. He never plays a bad guy. He even says it here in his interview behind the scenes. When I met him, he says, yeah, you can put me in a movie, but I've got 2 rules. You can't kill me, and I have to live at the end, and I have to be the good guy, or something like that. Well, I'm not going to say how this movie ends, but let's say he breaks a lot of his rules in this movie. And he did it for Don because he liked Don and they were friends, and he did the part. And you know what? He's a really good bad guy. He's a really good bad guy. And when I say script-wise, it's a really good movie. It adds things that make it a movie. Remember when I said this didn't feel like a movie? Well, I'll tell you why this feels like a movie. For some reason, Fred Williamson has a thing with feet. He's always talking about feet. Hey, you got nice shoes. Oh, wow, I like your shoes. Later on, we find out why he's like obsessed with feet. And it's a really interesting, weird story. That's a movie. That feels like a movie. That feels like that character has a life outside of the events of the movie. And that's what I mean when I want something to feel like a movie. I don't want this to feel like popcorn puppets moving around. This guy never existed, beyond the movie. Here, everybody feels like they've had a life beyond the movie and will continue to have a life beyond the movie. And the little things they say, the way they describe stuff, the way they bring things up from the past. These are all screenwriter tricks to make you ingratiate yourself with the character, with the situation, with the life story of these guys, so you can go on this journey and suspend your disbelief, as they see fit. Not a lot of movies do that, and to see that in a 90s action movie is quite shocking. But I like that. I like those little details. You give us character in little bits. Weird shit. He's into feet. Don the Dragon Wilson's a painter. Just a weird little throwaway, but that's cool. It gives the character depth. It gives it a dimension. It gives him a life beyond the plot. What is the plot? I haven't even mentioned the plot. It's a strange one, something I've never seen before. It's about illegal steroids being sold by Fred Williamson. Apparently, this was a big deal. Apparently, it still is. I'm not aware of it. Illegal steroids being sold at gyms and things like that, kind of like, like the drug trade. But bodybuilders, use it to get jacked and get to a certain weight for competitions and whatever. So the movie's about illegal steroids, and Don the Dragon Wilson goes undercover as a dealer to try to bring down Fred Williamson's organization. It's a great movie. It's got titties. It's got some good nudity in it. It's amazing. Like, holy shit. I've never, but those are amazing. Pause those. Everyone, come, children, admire these. There's some good nudity in the movie. I didn't show my kids. Don't worry. I was kidding about that. I did take a picture in case I had to reference it, Whatever It Takes is, in my opinion, probably one of the most worthy titles to come out of the VSA line. Well, that, and I really liked Action USA, and I really liked LA Wars. But Whatever It Takes has a great fucking story, really good, competent acting, and a really solid script. Sometimes that's all you need. And sometimes those are the most missing elements when you were talking about a movie like this. Special features include, and I love when they do this. I love when there's a list of text. I don't like who did it? Well, you know what I mean, like the paragraph. I hate that. You get an interview with Don, you get an interview with Fred, and you get a poster. And the poster looks like this. For those of you who have not bought it, let me bring something up to your attention. When I got this, everybody who bought this, the poster came loose in here. It came with the movie. And I'm guessing they're doing that because if this is not going to be limited, they don't want to have to print extra emery cases without the poster. So you print the emery case, close it up, seal it up, print the poster for the limited whatever run, 4,000, 5,000, I don't know what it's up to now. And then they put the poster in the case. So keep that in mind. Your poster will come separate. I don't know how people feel about that. I know some people got some damaged posters. That's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet poster right there. And then the other one is just the regular. That looks like they were just like, it was between, there was like a smoke break at lunch. Hey guys, can I take a picture? That's what that looks like. Anyway, you still get the poster. You still get the slip box, which, I'll be honest, does anybody really love the slip box on this thing? What? I mean, yeah, it's nice, but come on, it's such a hassle. I have a feeling they might do away with that. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever it takes, thumbs up. I really like this movie. And now let's see if I can put this in here without breaking it. Oh, my friend. Hey, it worked. First try. Whatever it takes. Let me see. Does anybody have any takes on it? Bullet Blake loved it. Awesome. Tom Ford. The Hammer and the Dragon both together sounds awesome. Yep, together. And they have a lot of scenes together. It did seem fun. Glad it's good. Yeah, I mileage may vary, but I think people will like it. Was Williamson and Starsky and Hutch? I don't know. I don't know that show that well. It's possible. If anybody knows, let me know. Whatever It Takes is on my radar. I also collect VSAs, so I'm kind of forced to get it. Ricky, question for you. For anybody who collects VSAs, the wording on this announcement said that there may be a standard release down the line when the case sells out. Does that make VSA less interesting to you? I'm curious. If they start selling the movie, but it'll just be the standard case, I think it definitely keeps it from being limited. I mean, it being like an exclusive type of item. Anyway. By the way, I heard you just like Auntie Lee's, but found Girls School Scream was enjoyable. I thought it was funny because I had the opposite reaction. A lot of people did. A lot of people had the opposite reaction on that. It is what it is. The magic of movies. Robbie says those slip cases are tricky. They are indeed. Okay, recap. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. Thumbs way down. Don't get it. Watch it on YouTube. Mikey, thumbs up. Really great. Mortuary, thumbs up. It takes a while to get going. So just keep that in mind. Drive, thumbs way the hell up. You guys need this. You will love it. And I don't normally say that because it's people like different shit, but it's a good movie. Hotspot, thumbs up. Weird movie, really sweaty and grimy, and it takes a while to get going, but really good. The Banker, thumbs up, really goddamn good. Really goddamn good. Dynasty, thumbs down, 3D kung fu movie, does not deliver the goods. Oh shit. Oh, that's all right. It was the Tim Allen movie. She Freak, thumbs up, mainly for the special features. The movie itself is good, but it also has a lot of filler. But the special features make this a must if you like something weird video and stuff like that. Larry. For Richard Report, thumbs down. And not for me. Mill Creek 2-pack. The Watcher, and Skeleton Key. Get it for Skeleton Key. Great movie. The Watcher's just awful. Awful. That's like, oh, well, Ken Reeves' career's over, but little do we know. Gridman. I can't give you a thumbs up or thumbs down on this because I have not had a chance to see it. It's a problem when they send you big fucking box sets of TV shows. It's hard to watch, man. It's hard to find the time for it. I usually try to do at least 4 episodes to get a feel for it. I didn't get a chance to. But Gridman is available now, the Hyper Agent, 39 episodes with a little booklet, episode guide. Somebody in the comments said that the subtitles suck. And that's a bummer. that's kind of awful. But if you like this kind of shit, then I think it's right up your alley. Right up there with Ultraman. It doesn't have the Ultraman pedigree, but close enough. Oh boy, we're closing in at 90 minutes. That's crazy. Let me check in with everybody here real quick. Merlin says the bottom loading aspect is an issue. Yeah, it is. And it's weird that they have not addressed it in any way. Tom says I need whatever it takes to be on my shelf. Yeah. It'll last to the sale. I don't think it's going anywhere. Wait for Black Friday. That's what I'm going to do. Waiting for Black Friday. Maybe we'll have this conversation now towards the end. Let me get to the comments first. Ricky says, yeah, it definitely makes VSA less special to me if they start doing standards. My friend, the one I got the whatever it takes for, he told me, oh man, if they start doing that, I'm done collecting VSAs. I'll just pick and choose what I want. I think that's going to kill the VSA market. JRD Drive is a keeper, absolutely. It's good to get it out to more people, but then I don't feel the need to grab everyone right away. Exactly. And then you end up getting shit like Dr. Jekyll's House of Dungeon, of whatever the hell it's called, and what was the other awful one? The House of Usher. Like you end up getting these weird ass movies. Like no one wants those. Why put that shit out anyway? Speaking of which, let's have a quick conversation before we end the day. No real traction on my films yet. 3 movies in the works, waiting to hear. And that's Hollywood is a waiting game. The good news is the Asylum moves pretty fast. Hopefully, I'll know something. I should have known something this week. I'll reach out to them next week, see what's happening. But no real traction. But I will say what I'm working on. I'm working on a slasher movie, which my budget was just super slashed, ironically, on that one. I'm working on a Headless Horseman. I take on the Headless Horseman. Kind of a Headless Horseman meets The Crow, kind of a take. And then the other one is an Invasion of the Body Snatchers type of movie. That one's scheduled already for July of next year to coincide with the 75th anniversary of Roswell. So that's happening. But it's moving slow for what it is. It'll speed up eventually. Although I do really want my Halloween free. I don't want to have to shoot during Halloween. November, I most likely be shooting, but that's Black Friday, which brings me to my next topic. I'm kind of, I hate to say this because it's going to sound weird. I'm kind of over physical media. I'm looking at my shelves and like, shit, I got so much. I don't know where to put everything. I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of over collecting stupidly. So I'm avoiding sales. and I'm avoiding. I mean, I'll still cover announcements and things like that, but I don't. And unless something really grabs me, I don't think I'm going to be buying partner labels for a while. I don't think I'm going to be buying anything for a while. It's weird for me to say that. Maybe doing this channel is just putting it in perspective for me. After a while, I just get fucking tired. There's too many movies, dude. Does anybody? Do you guys ever feel burnt out from collecting? I just feel like I never double dip. I'll never buy. I'll upgrade, but I'll never like. Oh, I already have this on Blu-ray, but there's a new version on Blu-ray with a slipcase and a new commentary. I'll never do that. But man, it just becomes too much. It becomes too much, and there's just so much space. This is not prompted by Mistress Chaos, by the way. This is just my feelings on it. I'm curious if anyone else feels this way. Asian movie enthusiasts, I only collect what I really want. It's a lot, though. I don't collect by label. Yeah. You can't anymore, man. JRD, I'm more selective when buying discs, running out of space. One day, we can't buy anything. One day, the labels are just going to have shit that doesn't go fly off the shelves like it used to. Sometimes take years off. Yeah. You have to. So you can have all this fucking watch. You have this watch pile you have to get through. She didn't lay down the law, but I was, what prompted this was I'm organizing my stack. And I just realized to make room for more shit, I don't know where to put the movies. And so it wasn't a conversation we had, but it was just like, oh, where are you going to put this? And I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. So I've started selling a few things. I'll be doing that through Patreon. Some good deals for people there. Let me check in with everybody. Coach B movie, what's up? Finally able to catch another live. Do you think Vincent will come with something big because of the lack of box sets so far? I hope so. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I think from what it sounds like, it's going to be a disappointing final 2 months. No box sets, and actually, no, one more box set, and then the Giallo thing with Donald Pleasance. I'm not going to expect big things from Vinegar Syndrome. I think that let's temper our expectations for that. In case you love some Headless Horseman, awesome. I feel like there hasn't been a Headless Horseman movie in a while. Yeah, I think it's going to be good. It wasn't my idea, but it's a concept they came to me with, and I'll be writing it. I don't think I'm directing, but I might. I don't know. I think it's going to be a weird little movie, so I'm going to have fun with it, I hope. Ricky says, that sounds intriguing. I'm glad to hear it. Good to hear that your projects are still in the pipeline. Yeah, they haven't died. They just takes too fucking long to get stuff made, even at this level, even at a low budget. I definitely get burned out about once every year. Then the next big release brings me back. I hear you. R. Hilton Fine Art. This year has been especially overwhelming for physical media releases. I'm definitely buying smarter these days. And the companies are going to feel that. The companies are 100% going to feel that. And they're going to say, shit, maybe we shouldn't release 5 movies a month. Let's do 2 movies a month. Or they're going to start lowering prices. But if they lower prices, they have to lower releases. So it's kind of a catch-22 there. Ricky says, man, watch about 600, 700 movies. Holy shit. Oh, my God. Damn. You got some work cut out, man. Jesus. Tom has a space problem. Poor Aaron Pin. Isn't this his first subscription period? Yes, it is. I'll tell you, I'm sure he wouldn't mind me sharing this. Off air we talk, and he's very not happy. He was very much the Vinegar Syndrome guy. And he's no longer a big fan, from what I understand. Man, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but it sounds like he's very upset. He's very upset that he's not getting what he was promised. Even if it was a Cardona box set, I think he would have taken that over nothing. Why don't you have a giant weeding out so you can make some room? That's kind of what I'm working on. I could do that. But most of the stuff that I have to deal with is all the new stuff I bought during the channel. When I started a year ago, all the new shit that I just haven't bought. I haven't had a chance to watch. I mean, it can be a bit much. I just try to be selective and enjoy it while it lasts. Absolutely, because it will not last forever. I actually think this has been a banner year for all physical media. That's the point. That's what I'm saying, John. It's been a banner year. That doesn't help anybody's wallet or their space issues, man. Yeah. My first Vincent subscription period as well. Wondering if I should go again next year. Coach, I'll tell you what. I'm wondering whether I'll subscribe as well. I like getting the package. It's fun for the channel, and I like bringing you movies that surprise me. And I also, it's fun to watch shitty movies and talk about shitty movies. But man, I don't know. And also, if I'm busy next year shooting, it'll be tricky to watch to make time to watch shit movies. The first half of the subscription was way better. Oh yeah, absolutely. And it used to be the other way around, right? It used to be the back end was always the best one. Anyway, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I apologize that it was a little later in the evening, but we made it happen. I gave you a couple extra reviews to make up for it. Oh, it is here. I'm going to show you the poster for tomorrow's movie. It's on. Wait. Let me. Oh, you know what? I'll grab it over here. I'm going to show you the poster for tomorrow's movie. I hope you'll join me for that one. It is. I can't promise that it's going to be good, but it's going to be interesting. And sometimes that's kind of all that we need, to get us through the day. And I think it's more fun if the movie's not very good. Come on, it's right there. I see it. There we go. Okay. Tomorrow's movie is the sequel to something we watched a month ago. Dragon Hunt, a sequel to Twin Dragon Encounter. The Twin Dragons are back. Michael and Martin McNamara. They go on a most dangerous game kind of adventure in the woods, and oh boy. It's going to be bad, but I think it's going to be good bad. So get your snacks, get some popcorn, get some cheese. Well, the movie will bring the cheese. Leave the cheese at home. I guess you will be at home. Bring cheese if you want. Whatever. Drinks, popcorn, soda, all that good shit. And I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully they lower prices. Yeah, you can't pick everything up. And they're going to realize that shit. They're going to realize that. Once word gets out for Commando Ninja, that shit's going to stymie. Watch. Coach is in. That looks awesome. Okay, tomorrow, 4 p.m. PST. And 4, 5, 6, 7 p.m. EST. We're watching that shit for better or worse. And it's going to be worse, but it'll be fun because you'll be here. I love you, my friend. Take care of yourself. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. I appreciate this time so much. I'm honored that you would give me the time of day, and your brain and your eyeballs and your thumbs up. Remember to do that on your way out the door. And I'll see you.